Okay, we're going to start with applying some action script to our scene here. And we're going to start with some basic navigation code. Now let's take a look at what we have here. We are working on this project and we have 3 scenes to navigate to. And I've got one button here set on my stage that I want to apply some navigation to. But very firstly, we want to look at the very first line of code we're going to write is a stop action, because how it is now, since I have these additional scenes in play, as I press Control Enter, what's going to happen into my movie, it's going to play through that animation, and then it's going to go and jump to the next scene. I actually have a stop action on this scene, but I do not have it on my main scene. So what I want to have happen here is I've created a layer for myself inside of Flash, and I've just called that label Layer Actions, and I've created a keyframe here on the very last frame that I have in my movie after the animation is played out, and I want to select that frame and I want to right click it and go to Actions. And one thing we want to keep aware of, I'm in Flash CS 5.5, but if you're working in an earlier version of Flash, since we're writing 3.0 code, we want to make sure that we have ActionScript 3.0 selected down here. That shows up at 3.0. Also, in terms of our published settings, we want to come down here. We want to double check that we're playing, since we're using 5.5, we want to make sure that we're publishing the 10.2 player, and that allows 3.2. If we have an earlier version of Flash, such as Flash Player 6, something of that sort, 3.0 is not going to come up. So we need to make sure that we're working with the latest player of the Flash Player, or latest version of Flash Player, and we've got 3.0 set for us. Now we go back to our main stage. I come down in my Actions layer, right click on the Actions, or right click, go to Actions, and just type in stop, open and close parentheses, and a semicolon. And essentially all you're telling is you're applying a frame action, and you're telling Flash once it reaches that frame to stop. And you apply the semicolon at the end simply because it's like a period at the end of a sentence. You always have a semicolon at the end of that action statement. The open and close parentheses, if we had parameters in here, like frame scene numbers or something of the sort, we would enclose those in the parameters, like the go to and stop command. We don't, so we just have an open and close parentheses there. Now, and I can Control Enter from the Actions panel itself, and I play it, and it stops directly on that frame, and it doesn't go anywhere. So now my next movie we're going to look at is how to apply that action script to the button itself to have it jump to my letter scene.